Friday Night Q with Jen and Rach. Okay, so here's the deal. This goes with the Dyson V8 Absolute because I've got cats. I've got 2 cats and a dog. Stains. So all you need to do is, I need a professional stain remover, but I don't want to get down on my hands and knees. So all I'm going to do is from my hip, shoot from my hip. I am going to target that stain 6 feet away, and I'm going to use the Campanelli Professional Point and Spray Stain Remover, and it is going to do the job. Now, it's so funny because I've been demonstrating this for years and years here on QVC, and I was like, it took a long time to create the technology for me to be able to spray from the hip, but check it out. Jen was like, what? That stain is gone. That stain could be wine. That stain could be coffee. That stain could be red juice. That stain could be lipstick on the collar. This can be a pre-treat in addition to simply a stain remover. You get actually 1, 2, 3 cans for $5.46. I own these, I have them, my home is never without them. Didn't I say 2 cats and a dog? V36568 is your item number. You know, this is the same product the Campanelli folks brought to us 17 years ago. They owned a vacuum cleaner store, and their customers came to them and said, how do I remove the stains from my carpets? And they looked around and said, there isn't one, we need to make it. Here's Chris Campanelli.
Hi everybody, welcome into our home. I just wanted to show you 2 of the reasons why we need a really good stain remover in our house. This is Walker, reason number 1, and that's Chloe over there, reason number 2. But I wanted to show you why our product is so very different than anything that you get at the grocery store. I'm going to take a permanent marker, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 permanent marker lines on this carpet, okay? When you go to the store, you might see something like this on the shelf. The problem with products like these is you can see they're very foamy. They require you to get on your hands and knees with a scrub brush. Then you have to blot. You're kind of mashing the stain into the carpet. You can see a little bit of it comes out, but the stain is still there. So just to be fair, we went to the store and we got an oxygenated product. You can see it's a little less foamy, but the same thing applies. I'm on my hands and knees, I'm rubbing, I'm scrubbing, I have to get the rag, I have to blot. Again, a little bit comes out, but the stain is still there. Our product is so different, you have to shake it. Standing up, you can see that this has a foaming agent that's lifting and separating the stain from the carpet fiber. And what's happening is it falls to the bottom, and when you do your regular vacuuming, you suck up the residue. So now, just to be fair, we're gonna go through these guys. You can see that there's a little bit of foam because we're trying to punch through those soaps, but 1, 2, 3, once those foams disappear, you can see that the stain goes around with it. This is just one of the reasons why we love to use this in our house. I hope you will too.
You know what, you totally will. And again, when I talked to Chris about it, he was like, you know what, it took a lot to be able to create something that we could give you a delivery system where literally you were standing up and you were pointing and shooting. It did not require you to bend down on your hands and knees, exactly what Chris was doing. So you know what, maybe it is grape juice, maybe it's red juice, maybe it's coffee or tea and semi-permanent magic marker, but from a standing position, I'm not down on my hands and knees. V36568, this is a perfect companion piece with your Dyson V8 Absolute that you just picked up. Chris Campanelli, wow, I just did some carpet cleaning and I didn't have to do anything. Thanks for staying up late, my friend.
I know, right? I mean, look at you. You're in, cute little outfit there, and you have some stains on the rug, but you need to get them out, and you didn't get on your hands and knees and rub and scrub, right? That's the reason why we created this over 30 years ago. We had a small floor care store in South Florida, and people were always coming to us with their stain remover needs, but the only thing that we could give them is something that you could get at the grocery store. It requires you to get on your hands and knees and rub and scrub and blot. It's filled with soaps, and those stains always kept coming back. So we said, you know what? What we're going to do is we're going to create a formula that works, a stain removal formula that works. Now we're going to put it in a different delivery system. We're going to put it in an aerosol can that allows you to stand up and shoot from the hip. So we have a foaming agent, Rach, in here that makes the stain separate from the carpet fiber. It forms a crystal and then falls to the bottom, right? When it dries, you do your regular vacuuming and you suck up the residue. I want you to see this also has a natural odor eliminator in the formula, so it's going to make your pet less likely to go back and mark the same spot. What if you have a bad back and you can't get on your hands and knees and rub and scrub, right? What if you're in a wheelchair or something like that? Or you have one of those tricky stains that maybe is between the couch or something like that, or in the car and you can't kind of reach it. This product allows you to shoot from the stain, or to shoot from the hip and get rid of that stain instead of getting on your hands and knees and rubbing and scrubbing. Even great for pre-treating laundry if you wanted to do that as well.
You know what? Tell us, Chris, what's exactly happening? I know we've got a little animation. Will you walk us through it?
Yeah, so there's a foaming agent in the formula that's lifting and separating the stain from the carpet fiber. It makes it fall to the bottom of the carpeting. Then it forms a crystal and then dries. When it dries, make your regular vacuuming trip. You don't have to make a special trip. You're going to suck up the residue. It's that simple. Better than replacing the carpet or moving ottomans or something like that to cover those stains. This puts the professional formula in your hands. And Rach, we've been here at QVC for over 17 years with this product. It was the very first product that we ever brought to QVC, and quite frankly, it's less expensive now than it was almost 17 years ago.
You know what? And I was going to say that when you're looking for a stain remover, right, it would make sense that you probably would go to a floor care, company or business. And that's exactly what Chris and Joe were doing. They had vacuum cleaners and floor care, and their customers came in and they were like, we're searching the shelves. We've seen, quote, stain removers that aren't working. You guys sell vacuum cleaners and floor care. Right. Can you do something? And they came up with this. And that's why it's so easy for me to stand here and say, it really works, and that Chris is showing you what he's showing you. There isn't any TV magic. It is actually happening. And as somebody who's got two cats and a dog, I love actually that I spray. And as you said, they're less likely to come back and do their business in the same place. And sometimes it's the pee and the poo, and sometimes it's the throw, whatever. It's too late to talk about that, but they're my pets and I got to care for them. But I also want to care for my carpets. And so we've sold over 600,000 individual cans. And if you're one of the 25,000 who picked up our Dyson Today special value, get this as a companion piece, because spills happen. If it's wine, if it's juice, if you've got pets like I've got pets, if it's lipstick, there is a material we shouldn't use this on though. What should we not use this on?
I'd stay away from maybe wool or velvet, right?
Okay.
So velvet is kind of, can be ruined by just any moisture, and wool, some of these wool rugs can be hand dyed. So stay away from that. But if you're kind of questioning it, just spot test it in an inconspicuous area. But listen, we wouldn't be here for 17 years if this product didn't work. And I mean, the reviews kind of speak for themselves. Even thinking about your laundry, right? I know Jen has a story that she talks about all the time with white jeans and lipstick and things of that nature. Got those stains out, and she's even worn those jeans on the air again.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate you being here late at night. Stay safe in this storm. I have a question for you, but you have to say one word. Favorite snowy day item that you like to do, thing that you like to do.
Playing with the kids.
Playing with the kids. Perfect.